A study commissioned by the Special Olympics shows only 44% of adults with intellectual disabilities are in the labor force. That's compared to 83% of working age adults without disabilities. But the Mount Pleasant Chamber wants to change all of that. Well, joining us with more on how the town is addressing inclusivity and improving opportunities is Rebecca Imholz, Director of Development for the Mount Pleasant Chamber of Commerce, and Joanne Migliori, owner of Migliori's Pizzeria. It's great to have you ladies with us.
Thank you.
So Rebecca, let's start with you. How is the Chamber addressing intellectual disabilities amongst folks here in our community?
Well, thank you for the time to talk about this Mount Pleasant Chamber-led event. We're broadening the conversation on diversity, equity, inclusion to talk about disability inclusion. So our program on June the 22nd, Intellectual Disabilities in the Workplace, is going to give the community an opportunity to learn about what's an intellectual disability. We're going to have medical experts from the medical university there. They can have the opportunity to learn about how to make their business more sensory friendly. For example, if someone has autism, that's not a physical disability that you see, but yet they might have a hard time going into a restaurant that has a lot of lights and noise. So let's talk about how to make a business more sensory friendly. There's a lot of opportunities out there, programs already in the Lowcountry that can help you train and hire people with intellectual disabilities.
And I want to learn more about that, but Joanne, I want to ask you too. So how would your business change, or how has it changed to better accommodate people with intellectual disabilities?
Well, in bringing in those that have an intellectual disability, it's really important for your staff to understand the special needs that they may have. And so the special needs, though, we call them special abilities because the pride and joy they take in their work, they're the most loyal employees. But you might make certain accommodations in terms of, we have someone that can clearly count to 10, but when they're doing a food prep and counting is important, they might have an issue getting that accurate every time. And so we've come up with different techniques, laying out a board that has 10 spots on it that they have to fill, and things like that that are very easy to do. And when in fact restaurants or other businesses might think that that costs money to implement something like that, in fact it reduces your overall costs, because once you train the employee to do something like that, they are loyal, and the retention that you have of those employees is so much greater than with the general population of your staff. And so those are some of the things that we try to do with each employee, is how can we use them to the best of their abilities and have that benefit the restaurant. And there's always ways that you can be creative.
There really is a very good attitude. And you were mentioning that there are programs already in place where people can go and get training, which I don't think a lot of people are aware of.
Exactly, and that's one of the reasons we want to do this program. The Charleston County Disabilities Board has a day program that helps to train people with intellectual disabilities, look for that potential job match with an employer looking for help. There's also, one of our panelists is Ashton. She is the founder of Basic Life Skills, and they also help the intellectually disabled get basic life skills to not only live more independently, but once again, perhaps be employed. So they want to work, this segment of the population, and so why not let the community know about this opportunity to hire them. You know, they get an opportunity to feel included and useful, and then the employers are hopefully addressing some of these workforce challenges that we are seeing everywhere.
Yeah, you know, as a human being, we all want to have a purpose, and so this is just expanding that opportunity for people to feel like they have a purpose and contribute to the community. So you have some wonderful panelists as well. Debbie Antonelli, who's actually been a guest of ours. She does tremendous work. She's an ESPN broadcaster and just does great work in the space. Nick Gitzik. I was almost there, wonderful. And then Trista Kutcher as well. So you've got a lot of panelists, MUSCs there as well. This is happening at the Hilton Garden Inn in Mount Pleasant on Wednesday, June 22nd from 8:30 a.m. to 1 p.m. They will feed you. They will feed you delicious pizza and nothing but cakes. So make sure you get your tickets. Ladies, I want to thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you so much for having us.
We're back after this.